Let's get started with how to do a PCO in Viewpoint. They may also be referred to as a pending change order request, or change order. To start, open Viewpoint and select the Project Manager module, select Programs, and then double-click on PM Pending Change Orders. A new window will open, and this is where you will enter your change order information. Enter the project number. If you do not know the project number, you can place your cursor in the box and hit F4. Scroll down until you find your job. Select it and click OK. Go to the first empty line and put your cursor in the box. In the first box, enter PCO and then hit Tab. If you already have items listed, it will put in the next sequential number, or you can put in a number of your choice. You can leave the pending status blank and tab to the next box. In the next box, enter the title of your change request. Hit Tab to move through the boxes. If you are unsure what to enter in the box, you can hit F4 and, if available, it will bring up a list of pre-populated items. If you are ever unsure as to what needs to go in a box, you can hit F1 and it will bring up the Help menu. Use your Tab key to move across the line until all boxes are filled in. Once complete, make sure your cursor is on the PCO line item you're working on and click on the Info tab. In the Detail box, write a full description of the change. Add as much detail as possible. This change will be reviewed by someone in an office somewhere who may not have knowledge as to what is going on at the site, and this is our opportunity to get the facts across. Fill in the date the change was identified and submitted. Then, you can move on to the lower half of the screen and enter the cost details. Under PCO, you will enter number 1. This is just used to identify the line item. The title of your change order will populate in the next box automatically, but if you are entering multiple T&M reports, you should change the date so it reflects the date the work was completed. Use the Tab key until you reach the Force Change checkbox, and hit spacebar or click the box with your mouse. Tab again until you reach the Fixed Amount checkbox, and once again, click the checkbox. In the Fixed Amount box, enter the total amount of the T&M report for that day. Tab until you get to a new line and enter the next T&M report. Continue with this until all the T&M reports related to this extra are entered. Once all the reports are entered, put your cursor back on line item 1 and click on the Estimate Purchase Details. Enter the change number and hit Enter. Select the cost type by hitting F4, selecting Cost Types, and selecting the correct cost type. You will have to do this for each cost type on the T&M report. If you have not previously set up the phase code, you will have to enter the phase description. If you have set up the phase code, it will automatically populate. Enter the total hours for the T&M and the estimated cost amount, which roughly works out to 20% less than the amount on the report. Do this for each cost type on the report. When entering material, you will enter the amount we paid for the material. Click the Next button and add the cost type estimates for each line item. Once you've entered all the information, you can now add attachments to the change order to support the claim. You will want to attach each signed T&M report along with the corresponding extended one. To add an attachment, click on the paperclip and a new box will open. Click the Add button and then the Browse button. Browse to the location of the file and select it. Your attachment is now added. You can close the window and now create the hard copy document for submittal. Click on the envelope and wait for the new window to open. In the first tab, you will enter who you are sending the PCO to. Only put one person in the To line and everyone else will go into the CC line. You can expand the contact list by changing the drop-down menu. Highlight the name and then click the To button. Click the Document tab. From the first drop-down menu, select Template. From the second menu, select NCE Change Order Request. You can now click on View Document and a PDF document will open for you to review prior to sending. When your document opens in PDF, it will include all the documents you added as well. If you are happy with the document, close the PDF. You can now hit Send and the document and attachments will go to the recipients you put in the message file. Your PCO is now complete and submitted. Once you receive the approval back, you can change the status to an approved change order. I will show you how to do that in a different lesson.